Sound check.
We
How's sound?
already we already
Oh yeah, we're
going.
already live. I'm assuming that sound good.
What's
Let's do
going
it.
on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We are live to recap UFC 317 Topuria versus Oliveira. And if you're here, you know some shit went down that we got to talk about. As always, I'm Paul Pickawinham. Thank you for watching live. Comment along, like, and subscribe. And I'm here with
Oh no. It's your boy Kev, Waterboy Savoy, aka the Don PYE, always the realest on your screen. And fuck what you talking about, man. This card was crazy.
Your boy Gator, the appreciator, Southpaws Run Boxing, because we appreciate all people, all combat sports athletes, and we had a great card this weekend, man.
by saying all people, it is International Fight Week, so that fits right in where we had every single flag I feel like was out there for this week. We had some winners that where this card was just fucking crazy.
Bruh, so first off, 10 favorites won on this fucking card. 10 favorites, one dog. And I'm just like, ah, how did they know? Because there's so many close ass fucking fights.
Yeah, and fucking the one dog that won was Payne Talbot, and I think all of us picked that boy Talbot like the dog of the week. I would say the only
Yeah,
dog of the week.
we
Oh yeah,
all
bro.
picked them. All of us, all four of us
But
picked
I ain't
him.
gonna lie, that was a close fight.
Oh yeah, but then my boy Talbot had that booty in his nose, and it was up. It
Bruh,
was up from
made
there.
that nigga, bruh, my green ass would have farted. You ever watch that episode of Naruto in the cheating exams? If he got
Yeah,
he farted on Kiva shit, that's how I would have got his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, you would have seen that nigga just start, you would have started see that nigga just start spamming. They would have been like, ah, he hit him with the silent but deadly.
but no,
Uh,
I would have too. I would have been squeezing. They even like got nothing there, bro. I would
nah,
have.
Paul would have shit his pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
you
that shit,
know,
it would have been worse because the nigga would have had a brown spot on his nose. Like, what is going on right now?
I would have went like, oh,
yeah, but Franco shouldn't have got the win this weekend. I'm happy for him. It was actually a pretty good W. Lima was a dangerous fighter that many argued.
Dangerous fighter.
Like many argue shit like was one of the 10 best at bantamweight. So for him to get that W after a loss too, after a brutal loss, and I remember his mentality going into that loss was like, "Hey, if there wasn't a referee, that dude would kill me," and that doesn't sit right with me. So that was the mentality he used for this fight, and it showed off. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Young,
yeah.
young too. He's 26, so could be the future. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
Hell
to
yeah,
Payne
but
Talbot. Just don't look at the vape video.
hell yeah. I just look at this shit, motherfucking there was so many great fights on this fucking card. That one was a good one. That would have been my fight of the night if it wasn't for fucking three other fights that matched its fucking intensity. You're just like, fuck.
oh
Like,
yeah. No, I completely agree, and I was gonna say like we gotta keep the good time things rolling, just like Kev said off video, bro. We gotta keep the flow going. We gotta go top to bottom.
bro, I don't know.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Top
Cause
to bottom,
like,
no Diddy.
but here's my thing, right? If we go top to bottom, we gotta come hard because like the bottom was snapping. You got Terrence McKinney, you got bruh. I swore this nigga, I swore that
Ooh.
nigga Hyder Emil was a problem. I was watching, I was like, yo, bro, this nigga might be an issue. And I've never seen this flag before. Gets his ass motherfucking slept. RoboCop, rest in
That
peace. Oh,
RoboCop killed a lot of my parlays, bro. Jack Hermanson, I thought he was gonna
yeah.
win in that first round, and then this flat line. There were a couple flat lines this episode.
We kind of touched Talbot Lima, Dariush Moicano, Van versus Royval. If you're a fan of violence, bro, you watched that fight and was just like, wow, this is art. Like I watched that before we fucking got on this fucking live right now, and it fucking went crazy. And don't forget the fucking main event and the co-main. Like, you sure?
Yeah, it was like watching it was
We
like watching Cooler versus Goku, man. They were just throwing punches and just throwing them, seeing who was gonna go down first. There was no dodging, there's no, you know what I mean? It was just straight. It was like if you watch boxing, it was like one of those classic Mexican wars. They were just going crazy and just
Dead ass.
battling and like standing and banging and who's tougher, who has the bigger balls and shit.
but then
So
where are we going with it, Kev? You want to go? You want to get the prelims first, do?
I mean, I am Mr. Prelim Gang. You feel me?
But we got to open up with Johanta Dinez with the unanimous decision, the first card of the thing, and Alvin Hines got absolutely a like, if you were there for the very first fight, he was like put on masterclass, beat his ass. He was cut up, bleeding all over. Like the first fight, there's blood everywhere, all from Hayes or Hines, I should say. And Hines looks over at the end of the fight and says to Joe Rogan when he gets knocked on, did he even land a punch? And Joe, yeah, he landed a lot. Hey, this guy's busting out the ear, busting like bleeding like everywhere. You know, like, did he even hit me? Like it was. And Johanna Diaz opened the card with violence.
Right. So much violence to start this fucking card off. But I think we got to go straight into Terrence McKinney. Mister got him up out of there in like what 35 seconds, 55 seconds. Shit was crazy.
He needed that. He needed that. This, you know what I'm saying? This was the fight of who loses probably gets sent to the PFL. Let's be honest. They were both on losing streaks. Well, I don't know about McKinney, but you know what I'm saying?
Borshev's on his last
McKinney
straw.
oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But McKinney really, really, really needed this performance. You know what I'm saying? He has to get back on that train. He was really hyped up as one of the next upcoming guys. So and he's taking some brutal losses, but he really
minus 180 to me was absolutely free. Minus 180, you like we're talking about there's two different talents. I don't care what Terrence McKinney win some, lose some. We're just talking about pure talent on it. It's like
very talented fighter.
He's got a way like a different talent than this other guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could agree with that. That's one thing about Terrence McKinney. At least he comes in and he wins the fights he needs to win. He's supposed to win. And he got him up out of there immediately. The takedown he got was crazy fire. Motherfucking, what was that? I think he went for a leg kick. He grabbed the leg, turned it into a single. Grabbed the leg for a single, turned it into a double, got him up out of there, and immediately locked in that guillotine. And so you know me, there's nothing I love more than a rear naked choke and a guillotine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, got him up out there. I'm just shocked that we're skipping over Jacoby Smith, minus 3,000, the biggest favorite in UFC history. And
really?
And he got him up out of there in the second round. He beat the shit out of Nico Price, but everyone thought it was me. But knockout, my boy gets the rear naked choke. That's all. We had to just touch on that one real quick.
Minus 3,000. I would love to see what the odds for submission was.
But him to get the finish was like still minus 1,000. Like they just didn't. All his fights have been like first round finishes. 11-0, super prospect. They're hyping him up at the welterweight division. Then, but Tracy Cortez gets the decision win over Vivian Araujo, and she looked good doing it.
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, title shot for her next. You know what I'm saying?
I was all relaxed.
Yeah, okay. We got to. I should slow down. But look,
just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. She's climbing the rankings though.
She only fights like once a year, and she lost to Rose last year, and she won this. This is her first win.
She lost to the Thug.
She has a pretty good. She's only like what? She only has like 2 losses in it.
Yeah, she's 12-2, and and like she took her first loss in a long time against Rose last year. But 2021, 1 fight; 2022, 1 fight; 2023, 1 fight; 2024. It's 1 fight every year. She got her 1 fight. Maybe she fight again later this year, but that's the only way she's moving closer to a title. She's coming off of an L. She needs to start stacking some wins quickly.
Yeah, he is not in no title conversations. We don't know why we listen to Gabe.
Not in conversations.
She dominated 30-27 for sure.
Conversations is crazy, but
she dominated. I give her credit though, because she wrestling, boxing. She won on all 3 stages.
Yeah, she did beat the shit out of her, and she did look good doing it. But yeah, title talk. Gator, just let her get some more dubs and some more Instagram followers first. Let's do the small stuff.
But it's just interesting because certain fighters get title shots because of their social media presence. But we'll see.
Then I'll say his full name because he deserves it with this knockout. Jose Miguel Delgado gets the first round knockout, 26 seconds against Haider Amil. Kev kind of touched on this earlier. Coming out of the Philippines, that's where the flag he was rocking. But Delgado, 26-second knockout. We must feel him. I know he's feeling on top of the fucking world. I think he got fight bonus for this. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's under the table shit.
So Dana said it in the interview that everybody that performs, they usually eat good. Like, you feel me? So them boys perform. So a lot of people, they only gave the fight bonuses to like 4, the normal, but there are a lot of people that ate pretty good this card. This is one of them. Because Haider Amil looked fucking chiseled, rocked, like he looked like he was going to be a problem. I'm thinking like, yo, this motherfucker might know how to wrestle for real. He looks like he has a gas tank.
Do a couple leg kicks. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Good mixed martial artist here.
That motherfucker's coach told him, "Hey, bro, he's gonna come in, and when he comes in, I need you to hit him right on the chin." And that's what that boy did.
Flatlined him. This is another one. Flatline. RoboCop gets knocked out. I mean, gets the knockout in the first round against Jack Hermanson. This crushed, I think, 90% of my parlays because not only did I have Jack Hermanson by decision, money line, but I also just had the fight to go to decision. And all three unfulfilled because of this fight. And but RoboCop
Flatline.
flatlined him. He didn't get up for a while. Like they took a while to read the scorecards because Jack Hermanson still wasn't up. Hopefully T's and P's to him. But RoboCop, patient. That's all I can say. He was patient, and then he got that one good one that just ended the show.
Bro, he hit that nigga so hard. Bro, because I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yo, Jack Hermanson moving. He's about to do something. He looks like he's setting up a takedown in case this motherfucker gets a little too striky. Man, I'm down the pipe. Got him out of there.
One extra one that everyone's like, yo, Herb Dean, what were you doing, my brother? Like,
the one time he decides to like, because you know his biggest criticism is that he always blows fights early, but the one time he doesn't blow the fight early. Everyone's hating.
There's a famous meme dedicated
to that's Herb Dean fault. Motherfucker. I think
it's a fan's fault. Y'all told him to let new people fight.
I think anytime he gets in trouble for like starting a fight, ending a fight early, it always the next card or two cards after that, somebody gets critically hit.
Somebody's got to pay.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
And there's been fights where Herb Dean was like, niggas knocked out on the floor. Herb Dean to, hey, would you still like to continue?
I need a verbal no.
Bro, his sprint to the fighter when someone gets knocked out was always hilarious. That man be like, woo!
Herb Dean starts doing the WWE shit.
He's gonna start spearing somebody off a guy. Hey, he's done.
Yeah, but RoboCop, good win. Probably another one that got paid pretty handsomely under the table.
I think he got to fight tonight, brothers.
Yep, title shot soon too.
We already touched on Talbot. I don't feel like we have to go any deeper than what we did. Shout out Frank Ocean. Beneil Dariush gets the unanimous decision over Moicano. This was another free money, minus 115. Other than the knockdown Moicano got, where I was a little shaky for it, other than that, Dariush was cooking.
Yeah. You know, after the knockdown, I honestly thought Darius should have finished him because, like I said, Darius has bricks in his hands. He can really hit hard. Like if he's like a person
can
walking
hit hard too. Apparently, that motherfucker did. I was like,
oh, he can too. Trust me.
Salt and pepper going down. Get
McConnell
up,
has
Darius.
But McConnell, like, he can hit hard, but that's all he can do. He can't grapple. He can't defend his submissions. He can't he can't throw punches in a flurry. So this fight just went how it should have went. You know what I'm saying? Dariush is one of the best lightweights in the world, and he's just proven it once again.
I think at one point in time we could argue that. I think he's the top 8 lightweight in the world now.
Top 5.
Top 6.
I'm gonna have to recheck it. I know Oliveira and Saryukian both give that boy the work, so I just have to. I'm gonna have to recheck these rankings.
And don't forget, Ilia's a lightweight now.
Yeah.
But Islam isn't a lightweight unless he comes back. So I don't know.
Then we got Joshua Van, unanimous decision. Royval. These boys went to war.
Greg, I could cry when I think about how nice this fight was. Like there was no intention of being able to like sing my ABCs tomorrow. Like it was all straight violence, and we not missing out for a second.
A combined total of 789 strikes were thrown. I'm doing the math in my head. I believe that's about 425 were totally landed between the two. And this is a 3-round fight.
Crazy. They said that shit like broke records by the second. Because damn motherfucking what's his face? Bro, Val had like 70 fucking significant strikes in the second round.
God damn.
Right, it was like halfway through. It was like second. Yeah, I think that just is like his all-time record's like 85. And it was like a minute into the second round, just at like 70 something.
That shit was crazy.
And he
the
throws
thing
another 60 in that round.
and the thing about the hands that were thrown, you just seen two different styles. Because like, yes, this was a bar fight, but like you could tell there was a motherfucker that was drinking whiskey and there was a motherfucker that was drinking beer.
Two different.
Like, like, like Roy Val came in this bitch. He moving, he's keeping his head off the line. He's getting in there, he's throwing his punches in a flurry, he's getting some kicks in there. But like Van is chilling. Van said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm waiting for it." He getting them counters, and like Van is throwing dangerous intention with all these. Like, shout out Roy Val's chin for the fact that he didn't drop until the third round, until the last like 15 seconds in the third round when they just said, "Fuck it, meet me in the middle." Like that shit was crazy. I'm talking Van is just in this bitch. Yo, what's good, nigga? I'm here. Take this one. Here, take one of these. Here, boom, boom. But Raval's coming back here. Take two or three of these, motherfucker. I'm in this bitch. So that
And
was a
this
good
is
fight.
this is how you take his. This is title contention. This is
Yes.
how you. He took a loss to Charles Johnson, July 2024. Since then, this is a year ago. Damn near right. Like this is exactly almost a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, he's rattled off 5 fights. Two more in
Damn.
December. This is his third fight this year. Because remember, he fought literally June 27th. June 7th, and then fought again in the same month, June 28th for this card. Like he took, and now he is immediately in title contention.
And he's
He
only
was
24.
he's 23.
Yeah, this is
23.
how prospect within
Holy
get
shit.
your mind right. In a year and a half, he went from a loss to Charles Johnson, fourth fight into the UFC, to now in title contention. And I don't think anyone's really talking about that. Like, bro, jiu-jitsu, like within a year and a half, just rewrote, oh, maybe the next Terrence McKinney into give
Yeah,
me my
he locked
shot.
in.
It's crazy
He and
because he's exactly what the UFC wants Royal Rosas Jr. to be. You know what I'm saying? This guy could be the next youngest undisputed champion ever. You
I
know what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
That's a tough division.
And you
Yeah,
got
yeah, it is. But
Pantoja,
I'm just
who
saying, like
Pantoja
he's
was
gonna
fighting
fight.
Steve Ursa, giving him a shot at the title. Like this is a division that was looking like starving for like that next guy.
Ah,
Yeah,
fuck. Yeah, that sucks.
yeah. I just think Pantoja is a tough. I don't. We'll get into Pantoja in a second.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Because I have a take too.
cause yeah, but Van did what he needed to do. Jits 23, he's 7-1 in the UFC. I appreciate you bringing it up like that, Paul, because yeah, he really rewrote his own story. And now he's next. And he earned it. It wasn't no blessing. It wasn't no I did this. Nah, he saw the opportunity. Nigga was 14. He was ranked 14th in May. Now he's ranked number one.
He took the fucking he won June 7th or whatever, and then Roy Vaughn needed an opponent, and he said, "Fuck it, I'll step in." There's not many young guys that might like their coaches might tell them not to do something like that. Oh, we need a full camp. Oh, you shouldn't take a second loss in the UFC this early. There's stuff like that.
Hey, you know what he was doing when he got the call?
Probably working.
Close. He just bought his mom a house and he was giving her the keys.
I'm gonna go get another house.
You need a car in the driveway. I got
Yeah.
you.
Then a man who had a similar story, Alexandre Pantoja, gets a submission win over Kai Car of France. That boy, that boy's the truth. He's already like stacking up close to some of the records in that division and shit like that. Like, he liked that.
Oh yeah.
Jada, Jada, you see how they do this? You see, it was Kaikar of France before he took the L. Now it's Kaikar of France.
Well, I mean, the thing about Pantoja is this: he's already the second best bantamweight ever, and he has 4 title defenses within like 2 years now.
This is flyweight.
Flyweight.
Flyweight, yeah.
Who's
Wait,
the
wait,
first?
Mighty Mouse,
It,
Oh wait,
the,
Mighty Mouse was the fly. Oh, I don't know, kid.
but yeah, like I said, Pantoja, he's pound for top three. Look at his resume, the names he fought, Moreno like twice. You know what I'm saying? Moreno, and he's pound for pound top three. You know what I'm saying?
him and
He's a
God of
submission.
War. I don't know. God of War might have that. Biggie, he had that fucking run for a while too. I don't, but I do agree. Pantoja is.
I
He
think
like
he only beat Moreno, I'm pretty sure, in his title fight, title run.
I can pull that up. I don't want to get you sidetracked though.
Pantoja, like they're like pound for pound top three. You know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He was like he feels disrespecting the list. I think people just underlook him because, like I said, these weight classes they get overlooked. You know what I'm saying? The little weight class, you know what I'm saying? They get overlooked, but he's pound for pound top three, man. And resume and the skills back it up. That's just the truth.
But
I kind
but
of. I mean, I would put him at the third spot in the top 3 pound, like
Me
current
too.
pound for pound. I'd put him at 3.
Me too.
I was gonna wait till we talked the next fight to talk pound for pound. But I ain't gonna lie to you, he's number 4.
Damn.
But
Even
it's
with
a
John Jones
respectful
off the
it's
table,
a respectful number 4 because number
I like
5
it.
is Volt.
but who's number 3?
Come on.
He's gonna say
Come
Rob, isn't
The
he? Just
the
say it.
GOAT. The,
Just say it.
the face of the UFC. That boy Rob Divas.
I kind of agree. I ain't gonna. That's arguable.
Because here's my thing, right?
I like it though. I like it. It's perfectly.
It's not. It's not a bad take. I kind of agree with both sides here.
We talking number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, but this is probably some of the deepest this shit has been in a while when it comes to like straight killers in the top 5.
I swear.
Because they're just not just top. They're not top 5 just because they're champions. They're champions and they're dominating other killers in their weight class.
Or moving weight and knocking off the best guy.
You feel me? That shit is scary work. So yeah, I got that. But I think Pantoja did his thing. Getting the sub looked good as fuck. I think it was funny because when I was watching the build up, I was like, you see how the UFC tricks us? Kai Kara France had like the most knockdowns in UFC in their flyweight history or some shit. Not knockouts, but they kept saying that shit, and I was using that as a way to boost my head up. Like, yeah, man,
The little crumbs they can get.
yeah, bro. Hey, he has a puncher's chance, man. You know, hey, man, he's done it 8 times already.
Come find out that 4 of those times the guy got back up.
Bro, Pantoja's a fucking demon, bro.
4 title defenses. 4. More
And
than
next
Khabib's.
is
And he's
next is
active.
Van.
I think activity also bring like we like that. You know, you get that little voter's edge if you're more active.
Love it. Not you know, so not taking rematches for paydays. That's why he's number 3.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because when he beats dudes, it's like he beat
It's
him.
the next guy. It's the next guy. It's
Yeah,
not the most
yeah.
popular guy.
Don't
It's the
give me
next guy. That's number
give me
3
the
right there.
next. Feed me somebody. Feed me dope.
If you want to
so
go
many
champions
guys on his
only,
way to the title that it's kind of hard to like. Oh, he already dominated him before on his way to get the title. How are we gonna throw him back at him?
Nah,
we talking champions only. He's number 2.
like
Shit, I'm
like
just saying.
Royval getting his shit split is good. Was good. Good message for the division. Because boy,
Real quick, that boy Kyle's been sitting in the wing over here with his mic muted.
I saw that. I
oh,
saw you join. Yo,
I thought his
Kyle.
breath. I thought his breath just stinks, so that's why he didn't want to like.
Pantoja ain't lost since 2020, bro. He ain't
Nigga
lost in
spell Pantoja. Nigga.
5 years, bro.
The
He ain't lost in
streets
5
love
years.
Pantoja.
Spell
We love
spell
him over here.
Pantoja.
The streets
We
love
go.
Pantoja, as you hear.
But nah, the streets got Pantoja going stupid right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And now we got to talk the real. We always make this joke, but we're talking about the real face of the UFC, the Spaniard himself, the Matador.
With no promotion. I swear there's no. It didn't hit me until I was watching interviews.
And he got a movie.
Until I was watching interviews this week, I was like, yo, this is my first time ever like interacting, like hearing this man talk. Sean O'Malley, I heard this nigga talk before I heard him fight, before I seen him fight.
Shoving him down your face and throwing shit. Right now, you got fucking this guy created his legacy. He wasn't that given one. Like, just created his legacy. What did we tell Gator, boy? We need to do our fucking victory lap, boy. We fucking told these silly boys about fucking Topuria's coming in there, flatlining him, taking care. Oh, you want to grapple? Fucking, I'll choke you too if I wanted to, but I'm just do it old fashioned. But not only knocks him out. I wasn't confident in first round. I just kept saying inside the distance, but first round flat line.
What you mean?
2 things. 2 things. So I was confident on the first round pick, and like I said, Paul, since the Volk fight, we've been telling these dudes about Topuria. Like, I'm like, shit, man. Volk's one of my favorites ever. But
Maybe they'll listen now. Maybe
it's a
they'll
younger, it's a younger
the
fighter
disconnect.
sport.
Yeah, it's a disconnect. I don't
The
know. Sometimes
power, what I saw them do to Josh Emmett, I'm like, damn, bro. My man Volk taking this 4 months afterwards, and okay, he KOs Volk, blah blah blah. The Max Holloway fight comes, he KOs him, blah blah blah. Now a little legend in the sport, he knocks him out in the first round, and I knew it was gonna be the first round because Oliveira said he's not gonna back up, and Oliveira didn't. He didn't back up. You know, so when Topuria threw that first jab, he wasn't really backing up. So I'm like, oh my goodness, he's gonna get caught. It was only a matter of time for him to get caught in the first round, and that's just what happened. You know what I'm saying? There's the power and striking is the best we've ever seen.
What the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? Like what? What are you guys talking about?
Y'all want to know the real
We
truth?
was, we was rooting for Bronx for sure.
Of course, I
But
were.
he got
Boy,
picked.
you said it's like we were surprised when this man. I was just like, I was more. Oh my gosh, is he okay? It's just is that immediate CTE? Like I'm not in
That
this
was a
bitch
bad one.
surprised. Yeah, I'm not in this bitch surprised. This motherfucker that looks way bigger than dude, but is gonna come in this bitch straight up and has gotten hit in every fight. I was not surprised about none of that. I was just hoping that when
Y'all,
he got his shit rocked, he was able to fucking lock in some crazy submission down there. Ilia showed, yo, I am not no bitch. I can get down there with you. I'm just not Islam for. I'm gonna let you back up because I can see you already out of there. So let me just get you the fuck up out of there.
What you got,
He
Kyle?
lucky, he lucky Herb Dean wasn't the referee, boy. Because there would have been some extra blows.
Right. That other one was he was out when he fell on the floor before. He was
Mark
outstanding.
Goddard actually lets the fighters go on longer than Herb Dean. Actually,
Nah, Mark Goddard knows how to push a motherfucker out the way.
he's
He
the best
just
ref in the UFC. I ain't gonna lie. Mark
He'll
Goddard needs
body
to go.
somebody.
now I like the old nigga. There's an old jit with bald. He be dapping motherfuckers up after a good fight. I think he did Peyton Tobo's fight. That's my dog.
Steve.
Locked in.
But Kyle, what you think
Yeah, let
about
me
the
hear
fight?
what I gotta hear the Kyle's take on
that
it.
Yeah.
shit
Yes,
was
sir.
rigged. Duh. Duh.
Damn,
Nah,
It was
I
Kyle,
ain't gonna
Big
lie, bro.
Charles. It was
I
Big
Kyle,
Charles. Hold on. He was talking boo-hoo shit about
yeah,
Charles when
I,
he come
I
in.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was not what I expected. I'm not
wow.
gonna say if Ilya
Oh,
won,
this
I
is
wouldn't have been
this is who
surprised.
y'all was talking about, Paul. My bad.
But
My bad. I thought you were
first
talking about me.
round, no, the way it happened, first round, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I mean, Charles old. His chin's obviously not what it used to be, bro. But it wasn't supposed to go out like that. It wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Bruh.
All I say is
Well, he's never
wait,
had a
wait,
chin.
wait for Patty to beat Gaethje. He's gonna fight Armand. He's gonna beat Armand. And shit, who
Patty
knows?
B.
Armand,
Gates is
Armand
crazy.
might fucking beat him. You never know. And
Nah,
then
so
set the stage, boy.
Patty.
so so here's my thing, right? This is why there's a difference between Charles Du Bronx fans and niggas like Ha. We knew where we had our chance. We seen it and we didn't get it done. So once they got back up on the standing up on their feet, we knew what time it was. But my biggest thing with Ilia is that like kid is just a cold-blooded assassin. Like this motherfucker comes in this bitch ready to headhunt. Comes in this bitch ready to take your head off. And this motherfucker is celebrating before the fucking fight even happened. Like this motherfucker drinks wine to get the last few liters off. Motherfucker is different. Like he comes in this bitch smiling and smirking because he knows that he put in all the work he needed to in the training room. Everything else is just the fruits of his labor.
Right. A
That's a
Georgie
dangerous
and
motherfucker.
Georgie and Spaniard. Who would have thought that would be the combo that's gonna
And I
take
want to say he spent some time in Russia too. Or maybe that's I don't know. Maybe that's Georgia. I was trying to find some more information on Jit,
I don't
but
think
he's all over the place.
he
So
wouldn't go to Georgia.
so realistically speaking, no bias in it. Yes, on paper, it looks good, but when you look at what it really is, y'all really think this run is the greatest of all time? You think this run is
Salty
better than
Oliveira fan
Connor's?
incoming.
Oh man,
Come on, bruh.
I
Come
think
Salty
it's
on,
a
bruh.
Oliveira
better.
fan. This is a
I
salty Oliveira fan.
Volk, I get it, bro. He was champ, he was somebody, but got knocked out back to back fights, bro. So it's
so
like he
Back
clearly
to
was
back.
just
He only got knocked
Not,
out once.
huh?
He only got knocked out once.
No, he got knocked out twice.
He got knocked
Yeah.
out by Islam. Or not, yeah. Didn't he fight Islam too?
All right. So
He got
Kyle. So this is we'll answer your question about the generational run. So yes, he is on a generational run and he's doing some crazy great shit. And the thing about he's giving those vibes that he's gonna keep running through this division and then he's gonna try to go up and try to fight Islam for that belt, or he's just gonna retire with all these motherfucking great names on his fucking.
It's skill wise, it's hard to argue his last 5 fights aren't the most skilled fighters because it's
yeah,
like
but towards the end of the
Volkanovski,
career,
Max
if they was on their
Holloway.
prime, I'd be like, okay.
He's the reason why
Wait,
they
wait,
said
wait.
it was the end of their careers.
Max
Yeah, that's what I'm
Holloway was
saying.
knocking down every other guy outside
Honestly,
of
Did you not watch the
Volkanovski.
Oliveira
And
Chandler
Volkanovski's
fight?
knocking down everybody else outside named of Islam and Topuria, but it took Topuria to like. Max Holloway is still the number one guy in that division outside of Volk. And Volk is still the one guy in that division now that Topuria's gone. Like, there's no one like there's. You say outside of the prime as if they're not going to still be running the show for the next.
I mean, yeah, like they could still
years.
fight, but like,
They're still
bro,
the
I
best
put
in the division.
And then
Alex's
Oliveira,
run.
now what? Oliveira's going to be what? Bottom 15 is the end of his career. No, Oliveira's still going to be the number 2, number 3 guy in this division until he decides that he's just done fighting in the UFC. It's not their prime years, but these guys are still the number 2. Like, if he goes on.
They're still some of the best. Like, who
Yeah,
else beats Oliveira in that division?
No one has came in and taken a spot yet. To be
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Nobody else beats Oliveira.
Because then if he fights the number 14 guy because he's young and then they prime, it's like, oh, he fought a fucking 14th ranked guy. Like, there's a reason why the ranking system is like he's knocked off clearly the champion, number 1 guy. Champion, number 1 guy. And
give me Islam or Patty. I mean, Islam, he's getting big. That's the thing, bro. The size difference.
You think Patty's gonna be special talent on the
rest?
I'm so confused on what y'all see in Patty. Like, I'm a huge Patty fan.
Do?
He's a huge scouser or whatever the fuck.
Garnish that like the
he's a
thing's already made and topped
he's
and served.
Fucking scouser.
I'm a huge Patty fan.
Fucking Spanish sausage.
Hey, I will say if Patty can beat Justin Gaethje, he does deserve that more than anybody in that division.
For sure.
What the fuck is Patty gonna do?
I mean, Michael Chandler, don't get me wrong, bro. And he's always been like, he's gonna fight and he's known for his strength. So yeah, he'll get a couple booms in here and there, bro. But the way he did his ass, bro, like I was expecting Patty to win.
And Ilia didn't just do Oliveira, who's way better, who has beaten Chandler, though is way worse. And you're saying that Patty looks amazing for it, but Ilia's beating old guys. I just want to make sure I'm hearing the
exactly.
Well, Charles is what, 36, 35?
Are clearly
34?
going against one another, are both coming
Patty's out. What, 20, 25?
It doesn't matter. Oliveira, wait, would you pick Patty to beat Oliveira right now?
Give Patty one more fight. That's why I said if he can beat Gaethje, bro, like Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje are also older. They've been around for a while, but those are still like solid. Like, bro, if he runs through fucking Gaethje, bro, yes, honestly, I'd probably take him right now. All time, no, obviously. Charles. The thing is, Charles is a monster with obviously the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So he takes you to the ground. That's why he has the most subs and shit. Like, he's a beast, bro, but he's never had the chin that he needs to deal with people who have power, like Ilia. Like, Patty low-key got a chin on him.
People forget Patty is not Patty. Ilia is a grappler. Ilia's first like
I will
7
say,
fights, he finished by submission.
That is what makes Ilia. I will say, I will give him respect because it like the power that he has is like obviously he was getting compared to Conor, like one of the greatest strikers realistically. But the fact that his grappling game is also up there, is fire. I will say
nobody compared him to Conor.
Yeah, I can't. Like,
nobody compared them to.
Bilal Muhammad had a better run than Prime McGregor. Like, let's be real.
Oh my god!
Like
here we go.
Prime McGregor stuff was
let's not even bring that up.
The way Gator sounded is how you be sounding. I just want you to know that you and Gator are in the same realm of takes right now.
No. Don't. Let's not even get started on that.
I gotta let you know wild takes. So I just want to know that you're sitting there like Gator talking crazy. You realize Gator's the captain of y'all's ship right now. Y'all on the same shit.
Well, like, listen, man. Topuria, he's on a great
what
run.
The fuck he wants to do.
I apologize.
Yeah. The GOAT Topuria does what he wants. He's the greatest ever. Way better than McGregor's run. I mean, it's just true. It's even better than Might be better
All
than
right.
John Jones.
We are getting off topic though. We
Like
gotta
a
get back. We're gonna
motherfucker.
circle back real quick with Topuria. Topuria
So yeah,
putting the Terry on the cake, putting Oliveira to this night, and then Patty enters the cage. Patty talking that scowls and shit, gets pushed for it, and sets up shop.
You know
bro,
what's funny,
Dana was hot about that shit.
bro? He actually called out Armin, but Joe Rogan mistaked it for Patty.
But fucking
Really?
Dana
'Cause
White
that's what
No,
he
but
was
they've
calling
had
pussy.
beef. They've had beef in the past, though,
Yeah.
Ilia and Patty. So it's like,
since
They
UFC
did
London and like
obviously,
back in 2022.
I
obviously, Patty
remember
don't
that.
deserve that fight right now, but he should definitely get one more fight, like one more good fight in before he gets that shot.
Bro,
But
who
at the
keeps
same
letting him
time, you've
talk?
seen how the crowd reacted as
Bro,
a
Paul,
the CEO of an entertainment business. How do you not like that fight sold itself? You didn't have to promote that bitch, bro. The fight is
you
Mm-hmm.
can't
just
mute him.
like so.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
think it's
Dana
a
should
good
have said
fight.
anything about it, honestly.
Nah, he was mad that like they did all that, like Ilya's son and wife is in the cage. Like it just does, and it's not a good look. We're in
I
Vegas
think
and they
Dana
don't
was
want the
mad
extra
because he has
shit.
an
I kind
ego
of agree with
issue.
that point. Like the family and stuff's in the cage, so you
Yeah,
don't need all
like
that extra stuff.
it's also
However,
celebration mode. We're just crowning our like 10th double champ in UFC history. It's like you kind of let
Nice. Or no, he was tenth.
That
He
was
was
all Joe Rogan's fault.
literally Dana was pissed about it. Joe Rogan is like, oh, there's like Patty over there. Can we get him in the cage? It's fucking like,
yeah. I
Shout out to
mean,
Joe
bro,
Rogan.
why
He's the one
not?
promoting. Yeah, why not?
That's
Shout out to Joe
money right
Rogan.
there,
he's probably
bro.
on an edible. I will give him credit. He's probably on like a fucking 500 milligrams, and he's fucking cruising the plane right now.
Oh
That's
yeah,
free promo
they
right
all
there.
take shit before the fights.
but
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean it was a great fucking card as a whole. I think that finish was probably one of the most devastating ones. Because every time I think of Ilya's damage or power, I always think of what he did to Josh Emmett. So every time I see him do this shit, it's the one hitters, and I just be like, yo. So that was a great way to finish the card. I think my favorite moment in the card had to have been, yeah, when Van got the knockdown on Royval and got on top of Jin, just started pow, pow, and
Boy,
like solidified, yo, I'm number two. I'm the next one up. That shit was fire.
my favorite moment, paying Tabo, putting his booty in Philly beat Lima's face, telling her to smell my farts.
Freaky ass niggas.
That's my second favorite moment. My favorite moment, Charles got his lights put out. You know what I'm saying? Topuria stamping himself as the pound for pound best in the sport and a legend already at the age of 28. So
Best in the
shout out to Topuria.
sport.
He's the
And he's
pound for
smooth
pound
with it.
number one in the sport. That's my take. He's pound
Bro,
for pound
he's
number
not better
one.
than Islam
And
until he
he's
beats
smooth
He's
with
not
it.
better than
Islam.
Islam, but
Kyle, what
his
was your
last four
favorite
fights are
moment
better.
of the card before we head out?
Honestly, it was one of the prelim fights. I can't remember the dude's name, but he got an early knockout.
It's
I can't
Oh,
probably
remember his name.
Jose Miguel Delgado with the
what was it?
26.
RoboCop.
It was an early first round knockout. I just
Was
can't
it like
remember
a
Jit
straight
name.
was it like a straight hit, like dropped him, killed him, took his lights out, and then hit one for good
Yes,
luck?
yes,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was
Yeah,
RoboCop.
It was on the
RoboCop.
prelims, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that
RoboCop.
shit was devastating.
And Jack
Yeah,
Manson didn't get up for probably a good 2.5. They were the
yeah, bro. He was down.
but
I
not
will
funny.
say,
P's and P.
seeing Charles go out like that. I mean, it's not surprising that Ilia got a knockout because that's what he's been doing. The fact that it happened so quick, and also like I expected Charles to be able to like. I mean, bro, he's a top world class fucking grappler, bro. Like, how do you not bring that shit to the ground when you know his last two
It
fights,
was
three
it was
fights have all been
it was
knockouts?
it was on the ground, and they got up,
Because
and
he's
that's
a
what
lead.
happened.
He's more of a grappler than he is striker. That's the scary part about him. You know what I'm saying? Like his
Mm.
first seven fights were all finished by submission. It's
But
just
super quick, because I know Paul got to get up out of here. I do want to talk about the number one, number two pound for pound since we talked about 3, 4, and 5.
No,
I
it's this
still
part,
got
bro. They can
I
get
still
right.
got Islam at the top of my pound for pound personally. I
Agree.
think what Ilia just did was pound for pound greatness. You went up a weight class and you did that. I just think Islam's just about to do it too. They just haven't booked the fight yet.
me too.
My
I
thing about that is though, is Islam Loki is too big. Like they could set on a weight, bro, but like he's so much bigger, and everybody knows them. fucking
He'll be back for that lightweight strap.
I don't think so. That nigga's huge.
bro,
I
he's
think
He
it's
wanted to
just
move
gonna
up
he's
so
go.
low
bad.
key big. Ilia's small, so that's why it's like he's strong because like, he's small. So to get up to
We
that
not
weight,
gonna get
he
off the
had him.
top. We not gonna get
Yeah,
off topic.
we're
Paul,
moving on.
who's your number 1 and 2?
No, I agree. I think Islam number one. I co-sign everything. I think Islam if he could cut the weight again, he's gonna move down, and I think he is gonna fight Topuria for that lightweight strap. He's gonna let Topuria beef up a little bit, and he's gonna make one final weight cut and go get that, and then really put the stamp that this is GOAT run shit, and then he's up out of here.
Yeah,
He
and I
could,
like.
like, I really think he could. But my only knock on it, like, I like Islam's my number one favorite. But my only knock is he's not a champion right now. I don't know if
Because he
I'm allowed to use.
vacated.
I don't know if
He
I'm allowed to use. I don't
vacated.
know if I'm allowed to use that
Technicalities.
Gator
He
said
lawyer.
there's a nigga with his belt on right now. What you talking about?
Yeah, but no,
Dangerous
I
shit.
also still have
Gator.
Islam. I kind of put Topuria as number one right now, just because like I view like Max and what's that guy he just fought, Oliveira, higher than Moicano and Dustin at this stage.
I
You know what I
respect it, but
mean?
it's not his fault that he fought Murkano. Though
It
he was supposed to
isn't.
fight Armin.
It isn't. Yeah, he was supposed to fight
And,
that bitch ass Armin, but the guy couldn't make
and,
weight, so
and I will say I do like what Dana's doing with it, bro. If you want to go up, bro. And then if you want to come back down, you can come back down. But like,
No.
let's not hold up the divisions because we're trying to book this fight. And then because like the last 3 or 4 have been unsuccessful. Like, all right, it was cool when nobody had did it yet, and it was cool when we only had one person in that weight class. But now it's like, all right, bro, if you want to go up, we're gonna do it like boxing, bro.
Yeah.
And I can
gotta
promise
keep
you a
moving.
title shot. I can promise you a title shot. Because they said,
Absolutely.
because Ilia said he would have sat. He wouldn't have taken a single number one contender fight, no none of that. He would have just waited because they promised him a title shot.
Rightfully so. Deserved that.
Absolutely deserved. No one deserved it else. No one else did any hard work into it, so much deserved. Shout out to him.
Hell yeah. But this has been a great fucking episode, man. Paul, close us out, good dog.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody watching live. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Comment below, all comments below. I'm Paul Pick a Winner. Southpaw's my boxing. Kevin Waterboy's the boy. And special guest, that boy Kyle. And if y'all didn't know,